Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing game number 5 of the best of 7 between Liquid Taeja in the top left as the Terran player versus Liquid Snute at the bottom right as the Zerg player. So we do have the normal setup here, and we do have current score off, and plug your ears if you don't want to hear 2 versus 2. So yeah, you can unplug again. So yeah, this game exciting. The whole match has been exciting so far, and that is excellent because sometimes when we see these matchups between like the big players, it will go one-sided each match because well, the maps are of course not perfectly balanced for each race or between the races, and therefore we sometimes see those games where it's just super one-sided one way, super one-sided the other way. That hasn't been the case yet. I mean, all of the matches have been close, although not, yeah, some of them weren't super close, but they have all been close enough so that it is difficult to well, just see who is going to win. So this is a 2-player map. He is going to cheese a little bit, build his barracks close to the enemy's base. Obviously, he wants to avoid this overlord as well as this overlord, and yeah, he's going to build some submarines here. It could have been done over here, of course, in this little corner, but I think he didn't want to risk revealing his strategy too early. And well, the base is coming out. I'm assuming, by the way, that there is gas mining. He's going to put out a Reaper, and going to take a while. Come on, there you go. So the Reaper is going to come out, and the Scout is going out as well. So nothing special about this Scout because he normally would miss the SCV, and the Scout is just coming in at the right moment here just to be a normal Scout. So he's not going to expect any anything strange. We do have some Zerglings coming out. We do have 6 Zerglings coming out, in fact. That is quite a lot. That is more than we normally see. So we are going to build a bunker here. That's kind of what I expected. And the first Reaper is out, but there are 6 Zerglings out, and they are going to do just fine against this bunker. And they might actually be able to pick off this Reaper. Oh my god, so close. Now the Reaper is faster than the Zerglings, of course. But, well, it only takes one micro mistake to actually lose this. And you can see that he's losing health. And actually, yeah, losing so much health that he might actually die. Yeah, not anymore now. And the Zerg player just going to lose all of his Zerglings. The second Reaper is out. The first Reaper, of course, going to heal back up. And he still has that bunker, which is about 1/4 finished. He still has that out. And, well, I don't think he's really going to finish that at any time. Yeah, and there you go with the Reapers. I discussed it in the previous game, but I will do it once again. Reapers do 4 damage times 2. It says attacks 2. So they do 8 damage with each attack, basically. But because Queens have 1 armor, that 4 damage that they do per attack gets reduced by 1. So it becomes 3. And that means that, yeah, it becomes 3 times 2 is 6 damage instead of 8. So you reduce 1/4 of the damage, and here we go. Normally we see 4 Reapers to snipe Queens, but in this case 3 Reapers was enough to get the Queen. And he's not done yet. Well, he did lose 1 of the Reapers, 2 of the Reapers now. Of course, 2 versus 2, yeah, the Queens are going to come out ahead. As I said, you need 4 Reapers to kill a Queen normally. And in this case, he sacrificed 1 of his Reapers to get a Queen. And then, well, he came back in with a 2 versus 2, and yeah, that was not going to work at any point. So anyhow, standard stuff for the rest. I like these Reaper battles. It makes the well, the first part of the games, kind of the opening, makes it a little more exciting. He did cancel both of those, by the way, so he didn't actually take them out. They did get cancelled. And we are going to come back in from the other side now. Going to scout around, going to see if there are bases up. No bases are up, so the Reaper just yeah, has to wait until something happens and until he is actually useful again. And wow, there you go. Getting the kill just straight here. Yeah, he does want to build an extractor then. Okay, sure. But he does need to send something there. We do have roaches out. Or not out yet, but we can actually produce them now. And yeah, this is going to be a long fight because the Reaper obviously doesn't do a whole lot of damage to buildings. Oh, nicely done. Actually, between the shots, he cancelled it and rebuilt it. Very nicely done. And that is how you recognize the pros. He obviously didn't want to build that building. He didn't want to build an extractor. He wanted to just have those 500 hit points that you get as an from the extractor. And because they have 500 hit points, and he cancelled it just before it actually completed. It would have completed at about like half health. And he got his drone back, but immediately rebuilt it between two Reaper shots. Between two Reaper shots. And then when the Reaper backed off, of course he was going to cancel it again and build his hatchery. Because, well, it's only 25 minerals to build an extractor. And yeah, that is good enough. So we are going to go into a more general concept here instead of just the micro all the time. We are going to go into, well, an attack on the base, which was beautifully defended here by the Terran player. And, well, hopefully he can actually just retaliate here, well, the Zerg player that is, because he's going to lose this base. And if he's not quick, he's actually going to lose everything here that he worked for. He worked so hard for this one. And yeah, we are actually going to get or chase him out with just the solo roach. But yeah, where there's one roach, there are usually more. So that is why the Terran player is running away. Although he can, yeah, just go up against this one roach and just kill it. And there you go. Easy. So units lost, double the units lost here for the Zerg player. Zerg player definitely not having a good time here. He lost quite a few units. And wow, the Queen just straight up taking out the Banshee. We do have a Spore Crawler coming up. I don't know how many kills the Banshee got, but we can actually check the amount of workers killed. And the workers killed are actually way more by the Zerg player. We saw, of course, that he first focused the supply depot and then started focusing the units, the SCVs actually behind it that were repairing it. And he actually got quite a few out of that. So the Banshee actually only got one kill at the most, and that is obviously not worth it. Banshees are really expensive. They're kind of sneaky units, but they do work. So yeah, there's that. So we are going to block this base for a little bit, and then well, the Terran player just says, well, let me fly my base over there and it's going to just land here and be fine. In the meantime, Terran is coming in here with an attack. A few Marines and a few Marauders, and this should do fine. Once again, we have the anti-air coming out for our Zerg player, and that is just so good. He completely derped on the anti-air, completely forgot it or something like that in the first 4 games, I want to say. No, 3 games. And then in game number 4 he finally realized, well, let's actually build some anti-air. So turrets coming up, 2 of them over here, bunch of Marines are here, and he can't really go in. The anti-air is mainly to deal with those medevacts. So not that he gets defeated by the medevacts, but the medevacts are the main source of why he was losing. Because of the heals, because of the transportation. So he could just transport troops out of the fights, and yeah, that was getting really annoying. So yeah, as you can see, we are now here with a reasonable army, and if we can get the baneling hits off, the mutalisks are going to clean up the rest. They're going to clean up the tank, And of course the one missile turret that's there actually went down. Missile turrets are really cheap, so normally they are worth it if you build them. If the enemy of course has these troops. But yeah, just a few shots on these Mutalisks can actually make them worth it, because Mutalisks cost like 100 to 100, so 100 minerals, 100 gas, and yeah, the building one of these missile turrets costs 75 minerals, plus of course the fact that you take an SCV out the line. So let's say 100 minerals. But yeah, if you kill half a Mutalisk with it, it's already worth it. Assuming that you do get the kill eventually. Because, well, if you only damage them, then that's not going to be worth it. The Widow Mine went off on those Zerglings, but we do need a Widow Mine shot on this group of Mutalisks. Because if we can get a shot on that, then yeah, that is going to be a magnificent triumph. Yeah, and this one might actually do it. Are we going to see it? Oh, it's going to be so close. No, it's going for the Zerglings. The Zerglings were closer to it. And yeah, I think he knew that there was something there. And that's why he put those Zerglings over there. And he also knows that he needs to back off. Man, those Widow Mine shots can really change the course of a battle. But in this case, the Zerg player either accidentally or on purpose put some Zerglings exactly in the right spot. And, well, kind of negated the Widow Mine. Because, well, losing 2 Zerglings to a Widow Mine, that's not too bad. Losing a whole clump of Mutalisks to it, yeah, that would be bad. That would be really bad, in fact. So we are going to attack once again. Oh, the Zerglings take the hit. He didn't realize, oh, and there the Mutalisks. So he didn't realize that the Widow Mines were there apparently, even though he did see them before. And normally once a Terran just burrows the Widow Mines, they no longer move them. Because, yeah, it's just not worth your trouble. They're really cheap units, and yeah, you might as well just use them for what they're good at. And once again, the Zerglings get taken out. Oh, a huge shot there by this one. It has 14 kills, but you can see that the amount of Mutalisks that were there was way bigger. He is going to, however, resupply it. On all of them, all of the ones that are remaining are at pretty high health. So that means that it's pretty hard to take them out. And the Terran player, in this case not the aggressor, he has been the aggressor for the previous 4 games. This is game 5, right? Yeah, it is. Man, so many games today. Yeah, he has been the aggressor for the first 4 games, and now it is the Zerg who has taken the lead, or the reins basically of this game from well, really early on. I think right from the start already. And, well, he is making it work. He is doing some damage and putting the Terran back in his base. And, of course, doing damage to the buildings, making sure that the Terran is having trouble keeping his buildings up, keeping his army up, keeping his army defending. And, yeah, these kind of small attacks, they can actually be really valuable. And are we going to burn down some... Wow! We are going to burn down everything. 2 of the supply depots are really low. And this might actually just be good enough. Oh, actually takes out the Widow Mine with it. And we do have a little bit of a drop here. But this is going to be cleaned up by the Mutalisks, I'm assuming. The Mutalisks are going to find it. Yeah. There you go. They're going to clean up the supply, or the medevac and the rest. So all in all, the Zerg aggression really paying off. And you can see here that 1 supply depot actually got saved. He suicided into this, I think, because there were more supply depots. So, more Banelings coming out. And wow, just completely suiciding into those armies with impunity here. And the command center is going to go down. The GG comes out. Just so much aggression from our Zerg player that the Terran player really couldn't hold off. And yeah, that puts us at game number 6 with a score of 3-2 for the Zerg player. So exciting match so far, and I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.